DUI stop. Mistake number 7, and this one could cost you everything, is never miss court. There are several court dates and hearings that a person charged with a DUI will have, and it is imperative that you do not miss any of them. If you miss one, there could be a warrant issued for your arrest. If you miss another, there could be additional charges or an automatic conviction. So in this episode of DUI Do's and Don'ts, we're going to talk about why you should never miss court. I'm the founder of a defense firm. I'm a former prosecutor and a criminal defense attorney, and this video is part of a continuing series where we talk about what you should and should not do if you get arrested for driving under the influence. So let's talk about mistake number 7. Never miss court. When the police officer arrests you for driving under the influence, they will take you down to the station to get your booking done. And at that time, they will either give you a future court date or they will take you before a judge during that same day or evening. And that first court date or hearing is typically an arraignment. At the arraignment, they will read you your rights. They will also tell you the charges against you, and they will set your next court date. That next court date may be a preliminary hearing, or it may be a setting for a trial date. Either way, you need to remember that date, and you need to go to court on that date. In addition, there are other dates that you need to be aware of if you are charged with a DUI. You will need to attend an administrative hearing. This is a hearing in front of an administrative law judge where they will determine whether or not your driver's license will be suspended, and if so, when it will be suspended and for how long. And you have a right to a hearing before the Department of Motor Vehicles, also known as the DMV. And you should request that hearing. You should not automatically assume that you're going to lose the hearing. Many times these hearings can be won and the license suspension can be reduced or eliminated altogether. So whether it is an arraignment, whether it's a pretrial, whether it's a preliminary hearing, or whether it's a DMV hearing, you should not miss any of these hearings. Now, sometimes people miss these hearings because they don't know they have to go to these hearings. Sometimes people miss these hearings because they think that they can get out of going to court by hiring a lawyer, and their lawyer will take care of it for them. Well, that may work for some minor offenses, but you really need to attend these hearings. And if you don't attend these hearings, there can be serious consequences. For example, if you miss your arraignment, the judge may issue a warrant for your arrest. Or if you miss a pretrial or a preliminary hearing, there could be an additional charge of failure to appear. Or in some cases, if you miss your DMV hearing, the judge may automatically suspend your license. These are just some of the ways that you could be harmed if you miss a court date. Now, of course, there may be rare circumstances where it is appropriate for you not to go to court. And that would be if you have an attorney, and your attorney tells you, "Hey, I filed a motion, I filed a request, and I've taken care of it. You do not need to appear." Then you should not appear. But generally, you should always appear at any court date or hearing that you are required to attend. If you're facing DUI charges, please contact our office. We have handled thousands of DUI cases throughout Southern California. We know what it takes to get a DUI charge reduced or dismissed. And even if that's not possible, we know what it takes to win at trial. Call our offices now to schedule a consultation. Remember, you should never miss court.